Most runners only think about their feet when something starts hurting. Then they try to fix the problem. But by that point, you're not just dealing with pain, you're dealing with a setback, interrupted training, and a slower progress than you should be making. Because if your feet are weak, stiff, or underprepared, they don't just affect the feet, they affect the entire chain. The shin, the calf, the ankle, your running power, your stride length, and your ability to stay biomechanically strong in the latter stages of a race. The good news is that this is one of the easiest things to improve. It takes very little time, can be done almost anywhere, and if you do it consistently, it can make a huge difference to how strong, stable, and resilient you feel when you run. So let me show you the simple routine. Now, if you've not done these before, you'll notice how strange it feels, and that's great. We're strengthening the peroneals on the outside of the ankle and the foot, improving lateral ankle stability and control to help protect ankle rolling and instability. So when you're going around the corner, when you're on the trails, when you're downhill running, or when your form deteriorates late in a race, you're solid. So all we're doing is going from walking on the outside of our foot to walking on the inside of our foot. And at the same time, the proprioception of the foot is improving. And when you're walking on the inside of your foot, we're strengthening the tibialis posterior and the arch stabilizers. We're improving the control of the pronation under load when you think about running downhill. We're building medial ankle and foot resilience, which is helping support the arch during long runs and when you get fatigued. We're doing all this because we're helping strengthen the structure of the foot and stop it collapsing inward under load. And of course, this is incredibly important if we want to improve or increase our mileage and the intensity. And then we move to walking on the tiptoes. We're strengthening the calf, Achilles, and the foot together. We're improving the ankle stiffness. We're building that push-off strength and reinforcing good posture and foot alignment. And at the same time with all this, we're improving running economy. This is one of the most simple drills you could do to teach your foot to absorb force, to store that energy and then return it efficiently. Imagine if in every step you had more push-off strength and you were more efficient. It'll probably feel more comfortable. It's more natural to walk on your toes. Then we go onto the heels and we're strengthening the tibialis anterior, the front of the shin. You're improving dorsiflexion control, which will help reduce risk of shin splints, and I'll come on to a progression of that in a second. You're building resilience for that downhill running. Most runners are overloading the calves, but neglect the front of the shin. How often do we hear about shin splints? So all I'm doing here is putting a plate on my foot and lifting it up with my toes. Lift and hold. You can feel this contract. It's a progression from, I often do this on the mattress on the bed, but this is a progression, and obviously you can go up in weight, but just 5-second holds. We're talking about shin splints, the whole area, just strengthening the whole area. So it's preventative maintenance for what we know is going to be at some point an issue for most runners. Why not take care of it first? This area is a problem if you too quickly increase anything from volume to speed to hills to strides to a different terrain. This will start screaming at you, this area. And this could be, so leave your heel on the ground and pull up the weight. It's one of the best exercises for improving your tibialis anterior capacity, your tolerance for load, and your resilience for that repetitive impact. So if we're trying to load our mileage or we're adding lots of downhill running, this is going to keep you out of trouble. This is a great exercise to pair that with. Place the inside half of the ball of your foot on the edge of a plate so the foot starts slightly inverted. Keep the arch lifted and maintain pressure through the big toe side and rise slowly into a calf raise. Key muscle for arch support, foot stability, and controlling pronation under running load. This looks simple, really difficult. It's going to improve foot control, coordination, and strength through the intrinsic muscles of the foot. All you're going to do is lift the big toe while keeping the other toes on the floor, and then reverse. So you're keeping the big toe down while lifting the outer four toes. Go slowly, stay controlled. It's going to help improve arch stability, push-off mechanics, and overall foot function for running. Toe articulation drill. Again, we're building coordination, control, and strength through the small muscles in the foot. Focus on moving each toe slowly and independently to again improve proprioception, arch stability, and push-off mechanics. Toe point stretch. This helps improve mobility through the toes, plantar fascia, and front of the foot. Simple stretch that can reduce stiffness, improve foot function, and help the foot move more naturally as we run. Standing calf raises, always a fixture. Strengthen that relationship between the calf, the Achilles, critical for force production, stiffness, and running economy. Rise slowly and control the descent. Foot rolling with a massage ball. It's going to help relieve tension throughout the entire foot. Move slowly over tight areas and allow the foot to relax into the ball. And then gripping the ball with the foot. Focus on gripping the ball with control rather than aggressively curling the toes. All of these are simple to do anywhere. It's just a case of consistency over the days, the weeks, and the months. You really will notice that you've got that extra robustness, but also that toe off strength if you continually do these exercises.